Most people believe cheese is automatically bad for the kidneys because they associate it with fat, salt, and processed junk food. But that idea comes from lumping all cheese into the same category, which is a huge mistake. Cheese is not one single food, it is a family of foods. And just like vegetables or meat, some types support health while others quietly damage it. When you choose natural, minimally processed cheeses and eat them in controlled portions, they can actually help your kidneys do their job instead of overloading them. Your kidneys work non-stop filtering waste from your blood, and that process creates oxidative stress, especially when your diet is high in sugar, refined carbs, and inflammatory oils. Certain cheeses contain nutrients that reduce that stress and lower the amount of waste your body produces in the first place. High-quality protein from the right cheese helps repair kidney tissue without forcing the kidneys to work overtime the way excessive protein or junk food does. Minerals like calcium and potassium, when balanced properly, support fluid regulation and blood pressure, which directly protects kidney filters from long-term damage. Some cheeses also contain natural probiotics that improve gut health, and a healthier gut means fewer toxins enter the bloodstream, which means less work for the kidneys to filter. When digestion improves, nutrient absorption improves, and waste production drops, creating a chain reaction that makes kidney function more efficient. The mistake people make is choosing heavily processed cheese products that are loaded with artificial phosphates and extreme sodium levels, which are exactly what strain kidney function and accelerate damage. Real cheese made from simple ingredients behaves very differently in the body because it digests slower, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces inflammatory spikes that cause toxin buildup. Eating cheese the right way also matters just as much as choosing the right type, because large portions flood the system with protein and salt, while moderate amounts allow the body to use the nutrients without stress. Pairing cheese with vegetables and drinking enough water keeps mineral balance steady and prevents waste from concentrating in the urine. Instead of seeing cheese as an enemy, it should be viewed as a supportive food when it is natural, portioned correctly, and combined with kidney-friendly habits. The real danger is not cheese itself, but the modern version of cheese that comes wrapped in plastic and filled with chemicals that the kidneys must struggle to remove. When cheese is treated as a nutrient source instead of a snack food, it becomes part of a system that reduces inflammation, supports blood pressure, and lightens the detox load placed on the kidneys. Cottage cheese stands out as one of the safest and most supportive cheeses for kidney health because it delivers high-quality protein without overwhelming the filtration system the way heavier, aged cheeses can. The kidneys rely on protein to repair damaged tissue and maintain strong filtering units, but too much protein or the wrong kind can create excess nitrogen waste that stresses them. Cottage cheese provides a balanced protein profile that the body can use efficiently, meaning less waste is produced during digestion. Another important advantage is its naturally lower phosphorus content compared to many hard cheeses, which matters because phosphorus buildup in the blood forces the kidneys to work harder and can speed up kidney decline over time. By keeping phosphorus intake lower, cottage cheese helps reduce the pressure placed on kidney filters while still supplying nutrients needed for repair. One of its most valuable hidden benefits is its role in supporting glutathione production. Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant and plays a central role in neutralizing toxins before they can damage kidney tissue. When glutathione levels are supported, oxidative stress drops and kidney cells are better protected from inflammation and chemical injury. Cottage cheese also contains cysteine, an amino acid that acts as a building block for glutathione, which makes it especially useful for people whose detox systems are under strain from poor diet, dehydration, or environmental exposure. Because cottage cheese is soft and lightly processed, it is easier to digest than many cheeses, which means fewer digestive byproducts enter the bloodstream and fewer toxins need to be filtered by the kidneys. Better digestion leads to cleaner blood, and cleaner blood allows the kidneys to function more efficiently. Its mild flavour also makes it easy to combine with kidney-friendly foods such as cucumber, parsley or berries, which naturally promote gentle fluid balance and reduce water retention without stressing the kidneys. When paired with hydration, cottage cheese helps prevent waste from becoming too concentrated in the urine, lowering the risk of crystal and stone formation. Another important aspect is its effect on blood sugar stability, since stable blood sugar reduces inflammation and prevents damage to the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. Unlike sugary snacks or refined carbohydrates, cottage cheese does not spike glucose levels, which means it indirectly protects kidney tissue from long-term metabolic stress. The real benefit comes from using it as a supportive food rather than a main protein source, allowing the kidneys to receive repair nutrients without overload. When eaten in moderate portions and combined with vegetables and water, cottage cheese becomes part of a system that reduces toxin buildup, lowers oxidative stress, and supports natural kidney repair processes rather than adding to the burden they already carry. Goat cheese and real feta support kidney health in a powerful but indirect way by improving digestion and lowering the toxic load that reaches the bloodstream. The kidneys do not only suffer from what you eat, they suffer from what your body fails to process properly, and poor digestion allows waste, bacteria, and inflammatory compounds to circulate longer than they should. Goat cheese is naturally easier to digest than most cow's milk cheeses because its fat molecules are smaller and its protein structure is different, which reduces irritation in the gut and lowers the chance of bloating and inflammation. When digestion becomes smoother, fewer harmful byproducts enter the blood, which means the kidneys are not forced to work overtime to filter them out. Goat cheese is also lower in lactose, making it more tolerable for people who struggle with dairy sensitivity, which further protects the gut lining from damage that could allow toxins to leak into circulation. Another important benefit is its mineral balance, especially calcium and potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and fluid levels in the body. Stable blood pressure is one of the most important protective factors for kidney filters. Because high pressure damages them slowly and silently over time, goat cheese also contains medium chain fatty acids that have antimicrobial effects in the gut, helping control harmful bacteria that produce toxic waste. A healthier gut environment creates cleaner blood, and cleaner blood means less strain on the kidneys. Real feta works in a similar way, but adds another layer of support through its fermentation process. Traditional feta made from goat or sheep milk contains beneficial bacteria that strengthen the gut microbiome and improve nutrient absorption. When minerals are absorbed properly, they are less likely to form harmful crystals in the kidneys, reducing the risk of stone formation. Feta is also rich in calcium, which plays a role in binding oxalates in the digestive tract, so they are eliminated safely instead of entering the bloodstream and reaching the kidneys. Its strong flavour naturally limits portion size, which helps control sodium intake and prevents fluid retention that can burden kidney function. Feta also provides B vitamins that support healthy red blood cell production, improving oxygen delivery to kidney tissue and promoting repair at the cellular level. Both goat cheese and feta contribute to better blood chemistry by stabilizing digestion, supporting gut bacteria, and balancing minerals that control blood pressure and waste removal. When these cheeses are eaten in moderate amounts and paired with vegetables and water, they help reduce inflammatory waste, protect kidney filters from pressure damage, and support long-term function without forcing the kidneys to process unnecessary toxins or excess protein load. Ricotta cheese is often misunderstood because people group it with heavy, salty cheeses, but its structure and nutrient profile make it one of the gentlest options for supporting kidney health when used correctly. Ricotta is made from whey rather than curds, which means it contains a different type of protein that is easier for the body to digest and absorb. This matters because the kidneys must filter the waste produced when protein is broken down, and lighter proteins create less metabolic waste than dense, aged cheeses. When digestion is easier, fewer toxic byproducts circulate in the blood, reducing the burden placed on the kidney filters. Ricotta is rich in albumin protein, which the body uses efficiently for tissue repair and immune support without triggering excessive nitrogen waste. Another key benefit of ricotta is its selenium content, a trace mineral that plays a major role in reducing oxidative stress and inflammation inside kidney tissue. Selenium helps activate antioxidant enzymes that protect kidney cells from damage caused by toxins, medications, and metabolic waste. When antioxidant defenses are stronger, kidney cells are better able to recover from strain and maintain their filtering ability. Ricotta also contains calcium in a form that supports proper mineral balance, helping prevent the abnormal binding of calcium and oxalates that can contribute to stone formation. Balanced calcium intake allows the body to regulate waste elimination more smoothly, which protects the kidneys from crystal buildup and pressure damage. Because ricotta is naturally lower in salt than many aged cheeses, it is less likely to cause water retention or raise blood pressure, both of which place stress on kidney filters. Its soft texture and mild flavour make it easy to combine with kidney-friendly foods such as berries, cinnamon, garlic or vegetables, creating meals that stabilise blood sugar and reduce inflammation at the same time. Stable blood sugar prevents damage to the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys, which is critical for long-term function and repair. Ricotta also supports muscle maintenance without forcing the kidneys to process excessive protein loads, which helps preserve overall metabolic balance. When the body is not under constant inflammatory stress, waste production slows and filtration becomes more efficient. Using ricotta in moderate portions allows the kidneys to benefit from its nutrients without being overloaded by phosphorus or sodium. Its versatility encourages healthier eating patterns because it can replace heavy cream, butter, or processed spreads that create more waste and oxidative stress. Over time, this substitution alone can reduce the amount of toxins the kidneys must filter on a daily basis. By supporting antioxidant activity, gentle protein intake, and mineral balance, ricotta becomes a food that works with kidney function rather than against it, helping create an internal environment where repair processes can operate more effectively and waste can be removed with less strain. Cheese can only support kidney health when it is part of a balanced lifestyle, because no single food can protect the kidneys if the rest of the daily habits are working against them. The kidneys depend on steady hydration, stable blood sugar, controlled blood pressure, and low inflammation to function properly, and cheese either helps or harms depending on how it is used within that system. When cheese is eaten alongside vegetables and water, it contributes protein and minerals without overwhelming the filtration process, but when it is eaten with refined bread, sugar, or processed foods, it increases waste production and fluid retention that the kidneys must struggle to remove. Portion size is one of the most important factors because large servings flood the bloodstream with protein, sodium, and phosphorus, which raises toxin levels and forces the kidneys to work harder. Moderate portions allow the body to use nutrients for repair without producing excess nitrogen waste that accumulates in the blood. Hydration determines whether waste becomes diluted and easy to excrete or concentrated and damaging to kidney tissue. Without enough water, even healthy foods can contribute to crystal formation and irritation inside the kidneys. Vegetables play a critical role because they supply potassium, antioxidants, and fiber that reduce inflammation and improve digestion, lowering the amount of toxic byproducts that reach the kidneys. Stress management also matters because chronic stress increases cortisol and blood pressure. both of which silently damage kidney filters over time. Eating slowly and calmly improves digestion and nutrient absorption, which reduces metabolic waste and allows the kidneys to work more efficiently. Processed cheese products cancel out any potential benefit because they are loaded with artificial phosphates and excessive sodium that disrupt mineral balance and increase fluid retention. These additives force the kidneys to filter chemicals that natural cheese does not contain, accelerating strain rather than repair. Blood sugar control is another critical piece because repeated glucose spikes damage the tiny blood vessels that supply the kidneys, reducing oxygen delivery and slowing healing. Cheese that is paired with vegetables or healthy fats stabilizes blood sugar, while cheese eaten with sugary or refined foods increases insulin and inflammation. Physical activity also influences how well cheese is used by the body because movement improves circulation and waste removal through both the kidneys and the lymphatic system. When circulation improves, toxins are delivered to the kidneys in a controlled way instead of pooling in the bloodstream. Sleep supports kidney repair by allowing hormones that regulate filtration and fluid balance to reset properly. Without rest, inflammation increases and waste builds up regardless of diet quality. Cheese becomes a supportive food only when it replaces more harmful choices such as processed snacks, sugary desserts, or fast food. When it is used as a nutrient source rather than a comfort food, it contributes to muscle maintenance, mineral balance, and antioxidant activity that protect kidney tissue from gradual decline. The real benefit comes from consistency because small supportive choices repeated daily lower toxin production and reduce the workload placed on the kidneys. When hydration, vegetables, portion control, stress reduction, and natural food choices work together, cheese becomes part of a pattern that protects kidney filters, stabilizes internal chemistry, and supports long-term detox efficiency rather than acting as another burden the kidneys must overcome